Hey, glad to be back, huh? After all that crazy shit. Jokes aside, I wanted to just pop him in to do a little short stream maybe, but, you know, it's nice to be back to Fecal Funny. You know, the charity stream was a smashing success, you know, and I was super happy to be part of it, and, you know, we raised a lot of money for charity, you know. But it's also nice to just be back and resume the regular show, you know, because it's always so crazy with the charity streams. It's like, you know, you guys know me, you know, but there's a lot of people that don't know me on the charity stream, and they're like, oh, what's this Joe guy? Okay, let's check him out. It's like, holy shit, what the fuck is this? I mean, you guys know what to expect, but when it's all back to just us, it's like, oh, thank God, you know. But yeah. But anyway, hope you guys are doing good, all that stuff. It has been a very busy weekend, you know. Joel, how much ended up in the swear jar? I didn't even know that we're like, there was a swear jar. And I generally don't give a fuck. You know, so sorry. So I was just saying fuck, fuckity, fuck. It's just how I talk, man. It's just, you know, I can't, you know. Congratulations on condemning Vinny to watch anime. Well, I said this to Vinny too live. I didn't even know there was anything at stake. But it was fucking weak of Vinny to pick Akira. And I said it to him, I'm like, oh, boo-hoo-hoo, I have to eat chocolate ice cream. Ooh, what a punishment. Like, fuck out of here with that. Come on, pick something that's bad. Like, come on, Akira? That's the bad anime? Oh, okay. You know, but, watch it any day, man. You know, shit. But, I should have told him, watch, I don't know, fucking watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something. But, I mean, it's up to him. Vinny doesn't want to subject himself to torture, so, you know, there's that. But I suggested to him live, but he didn't take my suggestion. I was like, well, fuck watching a good anime. You just do Desert Bus instead. And he's like, no. You know. But, yeah. But, I mean, on the other hand, though, I didn't tell him what my stakes would be if I would have lost. But I can tell you one thing. They would have been cataclysmically bad in comparison. I would have been like, yeah, I'll fuck, I don't know, I mean, see, I can't improvise. Inhale piss. Isn't that every stream, though? Eat a raw egg. Well, I fucking did that already, man. I'll be like, you know what? I'll grind up a pineapple pizza into dust, and I'll snort it, you know, or something like that. But you know, all that aside, jokes aside, I'm glad to be back on the regular show. As I said, I do love charity streams, and it's a lot of fun. But I have a hard time streaming on a schedule because it essentially turns into, oh, I hope I don't have diarrhea every day 10 minutes before I go live. And every day it felt like I was going to shit out my guts because on the first day before Vine Wrestle, the entirety of the internet like clocked out. And there's a video I want to show you guys on my experience and what happened. Hang on. Seriously, it was like fucking 20 minutes before I was gonna go live. Rev was doing a poo ball, and I was like, all right, here I go. And my experience was basically this.
Y'all motherfucking server is down. Get that shit back up. We trying to play. There's a bunch of motherfuckers at home that's locked and loaded right now. Fix this shit. Bill Gates, Microsoft, whoever the fuck.
You know, that was my ordeal, and you know, I wasn't too happy. I wasn't too happy with the internet doing that because, you know, first of all, I thought, you know, oh no, this is gonna like just my block is not going to be included. You know, I'll have to do like a later one or whatever. But you know, it went fine. It went fine. But I never like streaming on a schedule. I mean, I'll do anything for charity, really, but like, you know, it stresses me out because, you know, I don't want to fuck up other people's schedules, really. That's all it is. But Vine Wrestle turned out pretty good this year. I was gonna say, it was a totally improvisational angle that Vinny versus Tongo at the finale was such a shit finale that I'm like, no, that is so dumb that Vinny loses in like 10 seconds flat that I just have to like team up with Germa to get that belt back. And I thought that is an excellent finale and a great angle to be like, you know what, that will conclude the Germa storyline in a way where the friendship is what prevails, the teamwork is what really helped out in the end, you know. And I thought that was a redemption arc that was pretty damn good. But we had a lot of skits and shit this year that I didn't know if they were gonna be funny or not. I thought they were gonna be like, oh, just get the fuck on with it. But I realized that Vine Wrestle in itself is like a dumb skit. So I felt it was just the in-between seasoning that would accentuate the main course, so to say, with a food analogy. But yeah, Vine Wrestle turned out pretty goddamn good. In fact, I would say Vine Wrestle just keeps getting better, you know, and it's also giving me anxiety to think about that way, because whenever you become better at something, you have to top that every fucking year. And you know, I always say chill out with the expectations. You know, I you know, it's like with Windows Destruction, like there's so biblically big expectations, and I'm just like, yo, I'm just gonna do this for 50 minutes and I'll do it next week, you know. So you know, it is what it is. But you know, but I thought that Vine Wrestle this year was amazing. I thought that the Sims special too was pretty goddamn good. You know, I thought that. But by the way, we're just kind of talking. You know, if you're wondering, like, hey, where's this fucking stream dickhead? It's coming. You know. But, you know, I thought that for Windows Destruction, for as small as it was, I thought Lurak's virus... It was like two things that I especially loved about this year's Windows Destruction. It was the fucking 5G BioShield. I thought that was... I mean, if we're doing a highlight for that, I have to include that. And on top of that, I thought the Smiley virus from Lurak was fucking great. But I was like bombing fucking hard live because I couldn't get his password working. And it was like embarrassing because it was like 5 additional minutes of me sweating, going, alright guys, because it's like, it's fine if it's on my channel. If it's on Fecal Funny, it's like 20 minutes set up for a joke. That's shit we're used to. But when it's for a scheduled thing, then it's like, oh Jesus, you know. But it was you know, once again, Lurak is the magic man, but you know, but we'll do more of Longhorn really when I'm not. I always think that the part 2 is always better because if I'm allowed 3 hours instead, that is easier to work with, you know. But yeah. Anyway, but yeah, Vine Wrestle, super fun. Vine Wrestle was super fun, and you know, Windows Destruction was fun, but the Sim Special was pretty fun too. Actually, I didn't expect it to be as fun as it was, I guess. But you know, explain how there's 2 Joels on Sims now. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that lore in canon if you want. The real death, or you know, me. My incarnation in that universe is Grim Reaper. Anything that is secondary to that, like Clone Joels, is just like this spawn, you know, an aspect. But the Grim Reaper is me, because ultimately I am the god of death. I am Armok, and you know, that hence why I control everybody, you know, Liquid Joel. But yeah, anyway, it was pretty funny, but I was a little worried that, you know, Meme House was going to be, what you call it, too abrasive to understand for an audience that might not be familiar with it. But I think it worked really well as a standalone thing, because, you know, you saw a little bit of like Liquid Bogan and shit like that, but I think it was still digestible by a general crowd that hasn't watched like 18 fucking parts of this dumb shite. But you know, but yeah, Cherry Stream was really cool this year. I had fun hanging out with you on VC and chilling out. Oh yeah. I was sitting in the lobby in the behind the scenes in the charity thing. And, you know, I was just sitting there all day. I was like, I'm just getting ready, man. So I just burst out the guitar and we had a jam session in there, you know. So, you know. There's a lot of like funny shit that would happen behind the scenes, but, you know, I don't know if I could talk about that. And Connect 4 was pretty funny too. I didn't tell you this. This might be disgusting to talk about, but I had seriously for 3 days. I had. There's no reason for the sweaty frog worrying. All right, no, I just had a really upset tummy for 3 days, and I don't know if it was stress or whatever it was, but you know, I just felt like crappy the entire time. I had a lot of fun, of course, but I was just like, I guess it was like nervousness or whatever the fuck it is. You know, I've been streaming for 10 years, but that doesn't help when you're in front of a crowd that's just like, where is the funny? Where is the funny? You know? And that makes me like, you know. But on the 3rd day, you know, I wasn't streaming, I was streaming with Vinny, but I was reading donations. I was reading donations in between. And, you know, this was like 9 or 10 p.m. my time, and at 6, 7 in the morning, Vinny and I were going to do the Connect 4 thing. And what that amount to do is that I fell asleep at a very bad time. I went to bed at 10 p.m. or 11 or whatever the fuck I did it. I went to bed at 11, and I fell asleep at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. actually, and I wake up 3 hours later, and I'm like, all right, time to play puzzle games. And what I did in the first thing, I'm just like, fuck. I open up my fridge and just a million energy drinks. Just like, all right, fucking get energized for this. And you might not notice it when I'm talking to Vinny, but I was like, I had like 100 rings underneath my eyes, like help. But you know, I was, you know, I surprisingly beat Vinny. I don't know. I don't know if it was just like the heat of the moment or whatever it was, you know, the intensity of the situation. But you know, Vinny lost. But you know, Vinny's just that bad. No, I think that it was also because Vinny had streamed Corruptions for like 4 hours. But you know, Vinny was just playing like trash. Well, I did some crappy moves too, but I did mention the Joel, Vinny, like chat starts suggesting shite to you, and you're like, what are you seeing that I don't see, you know? But yeah. But I don't know. I you know, it had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, and you know, it was a little funny too because Vinny's gonna put beans in his computer, and both me and Vinny are kind of impulsive, you know, and I felt like it reminded me of like getting a drunk tattoo. Like you're really drunk and you're like, yeah, I wanna have Super Duper Mario tattooed on my forehead. That'd be funny. And everybody's like, yeah, do it, man. And then you do it, and then the next day when the funny is gone and you're sober, you're like, why the fuck did I do this? So all good luck to Vinny, but I'll tell you what, like three months from now or whenever he does it, I don't envy him. I'm like, dude, you're gonna have to clean that up. It's gonna suck. But you know, he's a man of his word, you know, and you know, I look forward to it. You know, my charity incentives, I would say, there's still some stuff I haven't done yet, and that's why I took down the expectations a little bit for charity incentives this year. We hit them all, you know. So we got like two jumps. We got a real Windows destruction, which you'll see, and we also got a brick by brick. I'm doing a full cover of brick by brick, but I didn't like put 100 incentives because, you know, oh yeah, Fortnite. Oh yeah, Fortnite. I forgot about that. But also, we gave away some of the snusk juice, which, you know, I should have announced more so on the first day. I kind of did it in an awkward block where it's like, oh yeah, by the way, you know, viewers of mine that may or may not be totally behind this idea, hey, you can win the fucking juice now. And they're like, what, now? So, yeah. You should have sold it for charity. No, I don't like the idea of taking money for charity. I'll do it for free. I'll pay for everything, you know. That's contradictory to what charity is, isn't it? You know. Oh, you mean more so? You mean like people paying for it, like an auction for the shit juice? Maybe, but I also told everybody on the charity team, listen, this is my unfunny joke. Don't worry about this. I'll handle the logistics and everything. You guys are already so busy with your stuff. I will handle this because it's fecal funny stuff. Don't worry about it, you know. But yeah, fecal auction. Is Joel British? Yep. Just auction your poop on eBay. There's always some sick dude who will buy it. What if I sell someone else's shit? Do you think you'll like Fortnite? I might. I mean, the thing is though, when you're on the internet, you have expectations on what you're supposed to like and dislike. And if you don't play into the expectations, people get very angry. So I almost have to say like, oh, this is cringe-o, you know. Who knows? You know, if it's it might just be like, oh, it's alright. You know, it's not my kind of cup of tea, but yeah, you know. Like, I think people want me to be like, this is hella Club Penguin cringe-o. Like, I think it's just because it's popular, you know. And, you know, popular thing bad. But I did it because people want me to do it. You know, but I'll be honest. Also, you know, if it's a good game that I like to play, then so be it. You know, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I can't tell. Remember what happened to Minecraft, by the way? Minecraft was hella cringe-o for like 5 years. And everybody was like, yeah, fuck this shit. And then it came back and now it's okay to like again. Watch Fortnite become like... Well, it's already kind of quote-unquote hated, but like, you know... Give it like 6-7 years and it's back to like, whoa, you know. I predict that like PUBG is gonna come back in a lot of years and be like, yo, this was so good, you know. I remember when people hated Undertale and now they were hyped for Deltarune Chapter 2. You know, all I can say is I like to strike when the iron's hot, and game development takes a lot of time. But I wish Toby Fox could crank him out a little quicker, because the idea of an episode is more so like, okay, we don't have to wait 2 years for a new thing. But, you know, I mean, I'll wait forever because, you know, whatever. Have I tried Vine Realms? Yes. Fuck it, I might just stream it tonight. It's a chill stream, you know. But unfortunately, I've seen everything because I was behind the scenes, you know. I'll tell you a funny story about the. Do you know why? Do you know why I am the only NPC in the game that talks English? I can tell you why. I recorded 2 minutes of you know, and then at the end I'm like, fuck it. Here's some unfunny shit you guys might sample. But I didn't mean it as in like sample as in use it. More so like use some of my enunciations here for like, you know. But it turns out they used it. And I'm like, this was not supposed to be in. But you know what's even funnier with it? I still don't understand the punchline. I've talked to 5-10 people. I'm like, what is the joke that I'm reading? Is the joke that there's no joke? Because here's the thing, there's a blonde and like a business dude on a plane, and like, if you don't know the answer, you'll pay me $5. And it's like, I mean, a joke has to have an impact and a punchline. This has nothing. It goes on forever, and it's just like, shut up, you know. So I didn't understand it. Neither of them know the answer. Yeah, but like, it's the fact that we're debating what is the joke here is the problem with the joke. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, what is the funny? And I think that is the funniest joke of all, because now we're sitting here like perplexed by a dad joke that like ultimately isn't that funny, you know. So I don't know, but I read it and I was like, what the fuck is this, you know? But they used that, and they didn't use the in fact, you know what, you know, I'll just bring this up to you. I'll play you the sound file that was sent off to the team, which is very talented, by the way. You know, they did an amazing job with everything, but let me show you. Let me show you. If I can find it, that is. The real punchline was the friends we made along the way, right? Hang on, just give me a second here. I'm gonna have to do this. Also, you know what makes me really happy at night? People totally unfamiliar with my streams or comedy or whatever the fuck you call it. Being subjected to Pantherk out of context has gotta be hysterical. Like, people are like, what is this funny, Catman? You know? I can scare the shit out of him, you know? Anyway, here was my voice lines. Hoo-ha. Stinky. Ha. Ha. Hee hee. Hoo-ha. Stinky. Hoo-ha. Heh. Hoo. I'm gonna be reading a collection of dad jokes. A blonde and a lawyer are seated next to each other on a flight from Los Angeles to New York. The lawyer asks if she would like to play a fun game. The blonde, tired, just wants to take a nap. She politely declines and rolls over to the window to catch a few winks. The lawyer persists and explains that the game is easy and a lot of fun. He says, I ask you a question, and if you don't know the answer, you pay me $5 and vice versa. Okay. Again, she declines and tries to get some sleep. Right. The lawyer, now agitated, says, okay, if you don't know the answer, you pay me $5, and if you don't know the answer, I'll pay you $500. Right. This catches the blonde's attention, and figuring there will be no end to this tournament, agrees to the game. The lawyer asks the first question, what's the distance from the Earth to the Moon? The blonde doesn't say a word, reaches into her purse and pulls out a $5 bill and hands it to the lawyer. Okay, says the lawyer, your turn. She asks, what goes up the hill with 3 legs and comes down with 4 legs? The lawyer, puzzled, takes out his laptop computer and searches all his references. No answer. He taps into the earphone with... You can tell this is like an old joke from like the 90s or whatever, because laptop computer, like what the fuck what is that terminology? Yes, I use my digital portable calculator machine. Like what? This modem. And searches the internet and the Library of Congress. No answer. Frustrated, he sends an email to all his friends and co-workers, but to no avail. After an hour, he wakes the blonde and hands her $500. The blonde thanks him and turns back to get some more sleep. The lawyer, who is more than a little miffed, stirs the blonde and asks, well, what's the answer? Without a word, the blonde reaches into her purse, hands the lawyer $5, and goes back to sleep. That was a joke? I'm sorry, I read all that shit. Like, I'm sorry, I just googled, like, best dad jokes. That's a dad joke? It's a waste of fucking time, I'm sorry. So, what is the fucking joke? I mean, I still don't understand it. The joke is she doesn't know the answer either and scammed him. She made $490. She doesn't know the answer to her own riddle. I generally still do not understand the fucking joke. I know I do not understand the joke. This is no, I'm sorry. I know you guys are like talking shite, but I don't know what the fucking joke is. You know? But whatever the fucking punchline here is, right? That was this file that I submitted as my voice sample, and the Vine Realms team used it, and to my surprise, it's like Joel swore. I'm like, what? Yeah, we have a problem. Like, Joel's swearing in his voice lines. I'm like, no, I didn't. I said, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Oops. So, I'm like, well, you guys weren't supposed to like use that. I mean, that's shit. I mean, come on, you know. But it ended up being a lot funny for a lot of people, so that's great. But you know, just 5. But you know. Anyway, tell us a funny Swedish joke then. Okay, I'll tell you some funny Swedish jokes, but I can only, well, I can read them in Swedish. I can say them in Swedish, but I can translate them in English. But you know, all right. So I have to, like, you know, when there's like anime things, and there's like translators notice at the top, and you're like, ah, okay, that's what the fucking thing is. So the band Kiss, the American rock band Kiss, urine in Swedish is kiss. Keep that in mind for this joke. All right. Here's a joke we tell in Sweden. What do Norwegians do when they want to listen to Kiss? Put their cocks in their ears. How do you sink a Norwegian submarine? You swim down and knock on the door. You know. But y'all are told those before. Well, I have like 5 jokes, you know. Anyway, tell a Danish joke. Okay, here I go. Cameloso, a smorgasbord. Spis og Denmark is a Danish server. We only speak Danish. You know. Lars Ulrich, Metallica. I played the drums. I played the trash cans. Anyway, tell a Spanish joke. Okay. One day, a rabbi, a priest, and a cowboy go to a bar. The cowboy orders a tequila, and the priest goes, "Hey, wait a minute. Should you really be drinking tequila?" And chinga de puta madre! Let's see here. Anyway, we went off track here. We have to we have you know, just telling you some more trivia here, but yeah, blackjack with the viewers, perhaps. That'd be funny. Tell a joke in Japanese. All right, ready for this one. This will not be funny to anybody, but Boku no Nihongo. Never having the W's. Sorry, I'm just enjoying these sweet Gran Turismo tunes, you know. Hey, unrelated, but having to explain to Vinny why I find Lidl funny was like, it was like, it was, I was like, no. And I had to do it. I had to do it because I'm like, well, obviously, Vinny genuinely likes to shop at Lidl. And I'm like, he's not gonna find what I find funny about it, like, because we're really, you know, we're a continent apart, and American Lidl is not the same as European Lidl. And I'm like, well, you know, but explaining a joke, you know, but. I can hear your beard scratching. Yeah, I have a bit of, you know, a lot of people ask me, what the fuck do I look like these days? Well, the Vine Wrestle appearance is how long the, you know, my hair is right now. It's just this disgusting, you know, fisherman's hair, you know. So it's just, it's fucked. Caveman, yeah, caveman. Yeah, long hair Joel is back. Yeah. It's unfortunate because I didn't plan it like that. I didn't plan it like that shit. But unfortunately, you know, I've said this before, but the reason I cut my hair is because I'm lazy and I hate waking up every summer in a coffin of sweat. So instead of washing my hair every day, I'd rather shave it off. But now I've become so goddamn lazy and useless that I'm no longer even shaving my hair because I'm so lazy that I won't even do that. So now it's just like, okay. Oops. But yeah. Anyway, listen, that's crap. Anyway, I was gonna mention this too. But yeah, the Vine Realms thing came out pretty damn amazing. You know, I was generally impressed with how polished and nice it was, and just the amount of references everything was squeezed in with. Like it's pretty crazy to see so much talent and time being put into this thing. You know, I did a very small part. I did like voice lines and stuff like that, but you know, all the hidden friends, and you know, it was pretty damn nuts. You know, and you know, everybody on the team did an amazing job. You know, Vine Realms was an amazing thing, absolutely. But like, you know, this whole event really. But I you know, I guess that makes me segue into you know, generally with the charity, but. You know, I've said this before. I said it many times on stream too. But I was so happy and privileged and lucky to, you know, work with such amazing people and, you know, so much talent. And you know, I've been doing this charity streams. I've been there since the start, and this was my 6th time in a row. And you know, it was pretty nuts because you know. It's always nice to be backed up by people that, like, you know, in case something goes wrong, there's like, you know, people that can take over, or you know, whatever it is. And it's I mean, Hootie really started this out, and you know, and it grew into what we have today with the charity streams, and it's really amazing to see, you know, people come together for such an amazing, you know, cause. And you know, I said this. I said this plenty of times on stream, but I'm just some dickhead. Well, I didn't say that verbatim, but you know, I'm saying it now. But I'm just some dickhead on the internet that plays games occasionally. But seeing that, you know, develop, and knowing that we raised over $200,000 for you know, pediatric cancer research is pretty damn astonishing, and I'm super happy. You know, I sleep very, very good at night knowing that we have literally like saved lives. You know, and you know, I don't think very highly of myself, but I know at least when I'm feeling crappy about myself that, you know, I have helped people, you know, in both cheering them up, but also in cases like this where I've helped out, you know, in a small part in, you know, bettering the world. But, you know, for me, you know, the charity streams are super fun, and they are, you know, definitely the highlight of my year, you know, every year. And, you know, Christmas is like, for me now, it's another day, but this is like a monumental kind of event that happens. So, you know, I tell everybody in my family, like, yeah, you should check out the charity stream we're doing, and, you know, we should, you know, check it out. But I also tell them, hey, can you not, like, knock on my door or do anything for the coming 3 days, because I'm going to, like, go out of my door like a caveman and be like, oh! I'm just, like, totally shielded in, you know. But should do a Christmas charity stream, Joel. Well, this is not set in stone or anything like that, but last year we did a Heck Racer, as it's called, and it's a Halloween kind of themed charity stream. And I'm not saying anything, you know. I'm not in the liberty to say whatever or not it's happening this year, but if it is indeed going to happen, then you know that I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be contributing as much as I possibly can personally to make the charity stream as good as I possibly can make it. But, you know, I really think it's important to stress that the charity streams are made by, you know, there's so many volunteering people, and there's so many incredibly talented, you know, streamers and friends, and, you know, and I am a very minuscule part of it all. And, you know, all the credit and all the kudos really goes to everybody involved, you know. And I think that everybody did such an amazing job every year, but especially this one, because you know, the Vine Realms thing really blew me away. And, you know, but yeah, absolutely, you know, everybody, you know, just seeing everybody just get together for this cause is fantastic. And I you know, I'm super proud of everybody, and I'm super proud of you guys, especially for, you know, spreading the word around, and, you know, telling a friend and donating or whatever you could have helped with. But, you know, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, you know. And it's hard for me to be sincere, because it sounds like I'm sarcastic all the fucking time, but that's only because I have this wall of irony to me. But know this, I am sincere when I'm talking about how much I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate the amazing people that I've had the privilege to work with this year. So I you know, super happy how it went, and $200,000 is a significant amount of money, and that money is going to go to a much needed cause, you know. And we have done great things, and we'll continue to do great things. And I'm already stressing out about next year's charity, because you know, with Vine Wrestle being so fun this year, I'm like, oh crap, now I gotta start thinking about next year's angle, you know. I gotta, you know. But 200,000 is not the total amount. That is the direct or indirect donations from, you know, that doesn't count the PayPal, the merch, the subs that people give away. And you know, that total amount, I believe, is going to be revealed pretty soon. But 200,000 still is a crazy amount of money, and it's pretty damn cool that we managed to accomplish so much, you know. But yeah, I was fully expecting the giant rat to get cocky and claim the belt for itself. One thing that's funny as fuck, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but the last match that we did with Jeremy in the ring, I literally didn't do anything. not once did I like run into the ring and like help out. I was just yelling at Germa and the rat to like, yeah, fucking get it together, guys. And I'm like, wow. You know. Anyway, what stream games do I have planned? I was gonna play golf tonight or something really like ha 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 ha, you know. Did you notice that all 3 Vine wrestles you had to cheat to get the belt back? Well, this year I wasn't even gonna... Here's the thing with improvising a Vine wrestle. A lot of people say, oh, it's rigged, but I literally just put the AI, and it's kind of like playing Mario Party. You sit back and like, okay. But what happened was, I was going to let either Tongo or Vinny have the belt, but it was such an unsatisfactory finale. The last match was so shitty that, like, I felt, nah, it wasn't impactful enough for me to be like, okay, that's the finale, and I felt we can do better than this. And that's when I'm like, I need like a tag team match here to really do this. I wasn't going to like fuck over Tongo because I like Tongo a lot, but I felt that last match was just like, what? You know, what the hell? How do I get Vinny to spin? Well, when I do all the characters of Vine Wrestle, I give them individual custom moves. I go through them and give them interests, and I give them quote-unquote personalities, and they all have unique moves. And I gave Vinny has many moves, but he chose the one that is the best, I think, for the appropriate situation, and which is of course to spin 100 times, you know. But I also, you might have noticed, or you might not have noticed this, but the the WWE 2020 game I chose to not do. I chose the same engine as last year because WWE 2020 has been patched out, but the funny things, like, no longer are people like getting their necks stretched and like, you know, T-posing. Now it's more so the game just crashing, which is like ha 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 ha, you know. And I was like, dude, I'm not gonna have that. So instead I went with the game that isn't crashing, you know. And I'm sure, like, if the WWE 2020 would have been done as the game of choice, it would have been funny to like have a character like stretch out or something funny, but all that's kind of patched out, and now we only have the crashing glitches, and for a Vine wrestle that would have been very bad. So instead I chose something that was this instead, you know. Did you know Tongo acknowledged Vine wrestle? I did not know that. What? When? This is Blood on Travel Master's hands, by the way. So if he's lying, then you know, everybody's gonna, you know, Frankenstein up the windmill to you, buddy. See, I always take notice of who's saying what in chat, because it's funny to single out people and be like, yeah, and what are you talking about? And they're like, sorry, I was just kidding. I'm like, no jokes allowed. You know. He heart reacted my based Tongo comment. I'm not sure if that is an acknowledgement of Vine Wrestle. That could be anything. That's like saying, nice weather. Yeah, I love Star Wars as well. Like, look on the comments of this video. Okay. See, here's the thing. I don't want Tongo to be aware of the stream, honestly, because there's a certain... I don't even want to put this. When... It's not embarrassment. It's more so... I like it when it's innocently out of touch. You know what I mean? But it's like, what? I'm in a wrestling game? You know, I'm sure Tonga would love it, but you know, a certain yes. I don't know. I always feel like my crappy meme world of these jokes that I set up, I don't like it when they leak out of my little dumb stream bubble that is us right now. Like, whenever I joke about something and I go on YouTube comments, it's like, I'm here from Joel. I'm like, can you please delete that? You know. Anyway, I need to see these comments on this Tonga video. Okay. Are you Demolition Lover 7105? Because, I mean, you know. Alright, yeah. That's good. That's good. Well, you know, Tonga, hit me up. Hit me up. Hit me up. Vinny said I'm going down next Vine Wrestle. We didn't even get to fucking fight this year, you know? We didn't get to fucking fight this year. Honestly, I really wanted Vinny to, like, win. Honestly, like, I felt like every year it's some fucking dumbass meme character that comes along and just, like, smears the competition. And I just, like, for once in 2020 could just, like, Rev, Vinny, me, or Hootie, like, just fucking win it. You know? But in an ironic twist, I think that by Vinny losing to Tongo, that made for a better ending in the ultimate conclusion of the stream. Because we had, you know, Jerma's storyline with mine intertwining into this giant, like, redemption arc at the end. I think that was pretty good. Would you guys like to see the other characters you didn't get to see this year? Would you like a bonus Vine Wrestle? Yeah. Well, check out Summer Slaughter, everybody. I did a private stream. For some of the behind the scenes people of Variety's Hope, and they were laughing their ass off because there was 3 additional characters you never got to see. There was a joke about if you thought Vinesune Viku was like fucked. There's another thing. You'll see it. You'll see it. Hatsune Miku is a Domino's thing, not Pizza Hut. Oh, I didn't even know that. I'm sorry. Would you guys like to see the skits again? Just because we're padding at the time here. Yes. Okay. Because I'm sure some of you guys were like, what? What the fuck? I missed it, and blah 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 blah. Okay. Here's some of the skits this year.
Believe you me, I never would have guessed that Rev had been turned into a zombie by Dio's flesh buds in that one cage match. Of course, that explains why he forgot how to do a cave.
That's Joshi, by the way. Mod. They're all mods.
Huge match. It's that simple, isn't it? Well, you don't understand what I'm talking about. You don't even pay attention to the lore. What kind of fake fan are you?
This is Leon.
Oh man, buying Gresso? Buying Gresso? Buying Gresso? Ha! What are we talking about?
Yeah, I've been
This is
watching
Marco.
Vine wrestle for a few years. Oh, pretty good fighters, I suppose, but they got nothing on me. I could kick anyone's ass in here. Oh, is that right? Yeah, it's right. Yeah, wait, what are you doing? Wait, it's in the joke, man! Oh, God!
Cat was a cat.
Hell yeah, dude. Fine
It's also
wrestle.
Marco, but I pitch his voice
love
down.
wrestle, man. I look forward to it every year. In fact, it's pretty much the only thing I have to look forward to anymore.
Xanthro.
This is fucking stupid. Fuck you, Joel.
So, you know, we did. Again, I chose to include these like dumb little skits because I thought, I just thought like, you know what, Vine wrestling itself is like a big show. So hey, why not? And here was the Miku thing, and here's the thing. I've heard this too. The stream cut out just as the stream when I was streaming live cut out immediately before the Domino's guy goes, hey, on with the show, you know, which made it more like out of context, which is funnier. But here's the version without technical issues, you know.
Can you smell that?
Before I want to start, okay, so I just gave Vinny a script I wrote. I'm like, can you just read this shit with like the Ralph Bluton thing? And Vinny goes, I don't remember how to do the voice. I'm like, fuck. It's like it's been so long.
Please? Hello, my name is Belf Redblon. If it's one more thing I like more than my chronic diarrhea pills, it's the smell of Pizza Hut. So join
Yes, I
me
do
in
that.
America on a taste trip into your mouth. Don't you want to be a muscle man too? That's right, eat the pizza, get all muscular, and don't forget, winners don't use.
Yeah, I was just gonna do the same thing because I'm like, you know, should I just, hey everybody, cheesy goo. Hey, my name is Billy, and tonight I want to show you the gooey cheese. But I was like, let Vinny do it. Let Vinny do it, because it'll be funnier to tie it in with what happens afterwards.
Drugs. You eat that gooey cheesy slop. Thank you.
And last but not least, the live performance.
Again, this was when it caught out on the stream, but alright, so that's what I did. But I had to do several takes of that because like sometimes the music wasn't aligning right, and I could have like edited out in post, but I was like, I fucking will do it live. But like I was just, man, I know. And I know that like on the Boru, by the way, we won't be checking the Boru out tonight, but I know on the Boru there's a shit ton of like Miku art now because of that, you know. So yeah. Was there anything else I fucking did for this stupid like Vinny's message to Joel. What's this? Vinny's message to Joel. Oh boy. Here's the thing. I love a game of telephone on stream. Like, again, I love arguing with chat. I think it's the funniest thing when a person on stage is yelling at a crowd that's like going boo, boo. I love that. That's why I always instigate these little like micro fights with you guys over like dumbass arguments, you know. And that's why I love to like have Germa or simple flips. We like communicate and like tell each other off like, hey, fuck you, and it just comes back as like, hey, fuck you. And it's like the chat has to like carry the messages in between, and it's just like, instead of just, okay, let's talk on Discord. No, let's talk through the stream instead. Anyway, so this is one of these cases. Let's see what we got. Oh boy.
See that? Ayoba is here made this. Angel Vinetsune. I wonder if Joel is enjoying this moment.
Nah.
Joel, if you're watching at any point,
Nah.
I really want you to be like pleased with yourself. Next year you're going down in Vine Wrestle.
Okay.
Thank you for that. This one's from Jackie W.
That's good. That's good.
She says Ross Criken and myself.
He hates it.
Mario Party.
Well, he might hate it, but he'll have to like check the border for like 20 additional pages now. You know. I mean, here's the thing. The Viku shit was not even supposed to be in it, but I thought like, wouldn't it be funny if we do like a parody of the Domino's Pizza Hut like ad? Because here's the thing, I really wanted to present. I mean, maybe it wasn't clear enough from this year's from the Vine Wrestle and the charity thing that like this year, I sold out Vine Wrestle for some Lidl shoes. I don't know if that angle was too clear, but the joke was that these Lidl shoes came at a price that I had to sponsor Lidl everywhere on the chairs and the arena. You know. But, you know, it just worked anyway, because I said, you know, hey, fuck it, here's corporate sponsorships, you know. But, you know, WWE did the same thing with KFC once, so it totally worked. So they did that last year, like, with pizza rolls. I'm not even kidding about that. You can find pizza roll ads everywhere in 1 year. My dad actually loves the Vine Wrestle things on the charity streams. He said he really likes them. But my dad is my dad. I'm just gonna put it lightly. And he did not understand the Lidl joke. Because he's like, you guys were sponsored by the grocery store? I'm like, no, this is... No. He's like, are you gonna get in trouble? I'm like, no. Like, for him, it's like, what? That's why I buy my chicken. You know, he didn't get it at all. Who was he rooting for? He was laughing his ass off at Marcianito versus Tongo. That's the one match he saw. He liked that one. Marcianito. I really like Tonga versus Marcianito. It was like arguably the best match out of all of them. I mean, they were all like funny, but I think like excitement wise, with Tongo coming back after being beaten to shit, and then I played the song on YouTube, and somehow that shit aligned as it started playing. I'm like, okay, that's good. Simple Flips of Vine Wrestle win. Well, that happened in 2019. You can find it in the highlight on the main channel, you know. Oh yeah, I was gonna bring something unrelated up. And this is just a dumb question for you guys. How would you guys feel if I started 2 completely new channels? Hear me out. I was gonna make Varg Skeletor 2 and Varg Skeletor Full 2. Because, here's the thing, I want to make more highlights for the main channel, but I also don't want to spam the main channel with too many videos. So I was thinking, instead of getting more editors for a second channel where consistent clips could be made faster, instead of having the super main channel be occasional videos that I get out with, but more so like, you know, every month there's like 2 or 3 from the best of things. Because I'm not sure if you guys know this, but Wilbur has been doing a fan highlight channel of unofficial mini highlights, and I never officially said anything about that. I just thought it was great, but I've been working with him, and we might just create, you know, we'll see. Not a promise, but my question is, if we do a Varg Skeletor 2, I would do a Varg Skeletor 2 full, and here's where it gets controversial. I would get an editor. I would get someone to do it for me, because I'm doing everything myself, and it's a lot of fucking work. And, you know, and it'd be also nice to just start fresh. This sounds fucked up, but I hate the idea of having too many subs. It just looks narcissistic, and I would rather have fresh new start, just to make sure the current full streams is not going anywhere. It would just be another channel where we're like, start new, you know. Do you be completely honest with me? Is this just a dumb idea, yes or no? Be honest. I don't mind. No. Well, and there's one more thing that I gotta level with you guys with. I have been using the same graphical UI since 2014 when I started the channel, and I think Alizarin Red made us this like really good looking thing, and Vinny adapted to that, and I didn't. So it's like an inconsistency, and if I make a new channel, those would use the new format. Whereas, you know, so I don't know. The funny thing is, if this is a mistake and a bad idea, then I can always return to the one channel, the OG. But, you know, I don't know. But this is not leaving Vine Sauce. No, this is the opposite. This is more Vine Sauce. Use the existing channels. More channels going to contribution. Again, this might not even happen. I'm just asking you guys, because here's the thing. If people watch my videos less, or I'll lose subscriber. Good. I don't give a fuck. Because here's the thing, having a giant sub thing on YouTube like, check out all my subs, it's just kind of narcissistic, and I hate that. I'd rather just have people that watch for the sake of watching it. You know. And the active people that do watch will find the new channel anyway. So, you know. What is the second channel for? Oh, did I not say that? I was saying because I do everything for the full streams myself. And you know when there's like 4 days of nothing uploaded? That's because I'm just so busy. And I would have instead just get an editor to do and help me, you know. So on the second channel, they would have the control over it, you know. Don't pull a German, have your first channel be dead. No, listen. Again, you guys are probably like worrying, like, oh man, this is kind of sounding stupid. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, fucking idiot. You're like driving a car with no wheels now, idiot. And I say, don't worry. If it's a bad idea and we're not going to get through with it, I'm just literally suggesting things for the sake of suggestion, you know. You know. So Varg Full 2 would be the same as Varg Full but faster upload, yes. And Varg Skeletor 2 would be highlights but more frequent. But it would also mean that the main channel as it is now would have all the classics, quote unquote. You know what I mean? So you would have all the classic Windows instructions, but the new channel would just be like best of this, best of that month, blah 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 blah, you know. So we'll see, but we might not even do this, so who cares? So will the full stream 1 be retired completely? No, I'll probably get back to it if it's a shit idea. You know, what's wrong with it currently? Well, basically, I'm doing everything myself, and it takes like sometimes 4 or 5 days for me to upload shit. We're like, Joel, where the fuck is it? And I'm like, ooh. It's good to hire an editor, but not leave it on the same channels. Not being a butt, just curious about your logic. Oh, I was thinking more so like someone could help me out, and they could have full control over it. You know, because you know, it's not just a channel. It would be like a Twitter too. You know, you can have multiple people manage one channel. Oh yeah. I still like if you edited the destruction videos. I really like your style of editing, and destruction videos wouldn't really be the same without it. Yeah, but hear me out. What if I use both? Super big highlights for the main channel, but second channel would occasionally... It would just be like Wilbur's fan edits, you know. So you wouldn't get, you know. But here's the thing too. You can get overfed. You can drown in content, and that's why I find this idea a little shitey, you know, because I don't want to jerk around people on different channels and shit. Like, it's just like, where the fuck do I watch Joel? You know, like, just fucking have it on one channel, man. Just fucking, what the hell, you know? So by doing this, it might push that to be like, what the hell, man? Just don't, you know. But this is like far in the future, and we'll see what happens, you know. No promises, but I just wanted to check you guys if you guys would be down with it, you know. We'd be down to clown. And I guess people are saying, yeah, I guess, and they're just kind of shrugging. It's not like an amazing idea, but it's also an idea that isn't like, okay, yeah, yes, you know, which is exactly how I want it. I just want to have a, oh, by the way, check this out. Aren't doing your awards really annoyed when companies spread around content on a billion channels? Exactly, yeah. Like, the more I also think about this, the more I'm just like, well, I guarantee you people is going to be like, so where does he post things? You know? So, But I'll tell you one thing. That'll never fucking change ever. Varg Skeletor on Twitch is gonna be fecal funny until the end of time. Okay. When you're watching me live, which I've always said this. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a streamer. You know, I stream. This shit is gonna be set in stone, and it will never change. YouTube though, You know, I feel like the title of YouTuber is almost like stigmatic. Stigmatic is a wrong word. It's like it's a negative word, because when I think of YouTubers, I think of like iPhone giveaways and like, you know, punching people on the street prank. I'm like, like if you're ever curious what it is to, like, you see, not have your own content filtered around what you like, try logging into a completely new computer and check out YouTube's front page. You'll be greeted with this trash, and you're like, ooh. Buh. If you change things up, people would want to know that too. Your channels have always been the same. That's why I like the idea of a second channel, so people would know it's not by you. Yeah, you know. You should make your own YouTube-like website, Joel. Yes, that is a good idea. It is a very good idea to make another Vimeo or Dailymotion, because those websites always succeed. But is the thing, once I said this before, but Twitch exists, and it will never change. You'll never see like Varg Skeletor 2002 Epic Edition on Twitch. It's just Varg Skeletor, and it'll be that way until the end of time. I'll upload this to YouTube. Maybe, we'll see. We shall see. Smooth jazz. Smooth jazz. Why don't you know what, here's an idea. How about I do make a second channel on Twitch, but it's on Mixer. Oh, wait a minute. Facebook gaming. I actually don't even know what Facebook gaming is, because I don't have a Facebook. So it is an inaccessible platform for me. Like I can't do anything with Facebook because there's nothing there to do. It's just saying log in here, and I'm like, how? The only thing I'm behind is MySpace streaming. Check me out at livestream.com/MySpaceGamer2000. Can I just say that Facebook in general, even when you're clicking on things, it's hard as fuck to navigate. It's like an antithesis, because or no, it's a contradiction. No, it's I don't know what the word would be, but you know how mom and dad cannot figure out how to shut a computer off, but they can navigate Facebook. I'm the opposite. I'm like, well, here's the button, but Facebook, I'm like, what am I clicking on? What? You know, and it's like, it feels like you're walking on a drawbridge made out of like toothpicks. It feels like it's gonna fall apart any moment, and you're like, oh my god, what if I just like, where do I, what the fuck is going on, you know? I think Facebook in general is just meant for advertising anyway, you know. But I don't mind Facebook. There's nothing wrong with Facebook, but I generally don't really use social media at all, you know. So But you know, like anything, if you like it, more power to you. I just choose not to do it because social media depresses me and it stresses me out. In fact, news in general, I have to shut off from my life because it's very stressful and depressing for me to. When I'm just reading the news or whatever, it's just like, here's how many people died, here's these people like dying, and here's like this psycho murderer convicted of like destroying the world, and it's just like, I can't read this, man. And social media, for me, social media is just funny cats in sombreros and like puppies and like haha, you know. But social media nowadays is a lot more than that, and I have enough of that shit in my life. When I'm relaxing with my feet up on my bed, browsing social media, I don't want to see fucking news. I don't want to see that shit. I want to laugh at like SpongeBob memes. And I know you guys are saying, well, why don't you just like follow the people that you follow? Well, the problem with that is that even the funny people on Twitter, they have an opinion, and sometimes I'm just like, no, I don't want to see that. So I have to be extremely selective, and because of that, I just get very stressed out when it's just people fighting and, you know, people arguing and stuff like that. It just looks like the news, man, you know. And I you know, maybe I'm a simpleton, maybe I'm just like dumbass, but I just like to laugh at like Super Mario, give me your liver, you know. So I don't know. Social media stresses me out, man. And you know, for people that do that, and you know, more power to you. But man, I can't. You know. I just can't. Anyway, the saddest part is that Joel is not being sarcastic. Well, you know, I'm saying it with a little bit of a little funny, you know. Do you have an Instagram, or is that Varg Skeletor account on? Do you have an Instagram, or is that Varg Skeletor account an impersonator? Yes. Fuck that person. Shouldn't even acknowledge that. Oops. No, the also social media I have is twitch.com/funnypoopoo Sweden 1. That's me. Anyway, this is this is getting like, this is not why I stream. I don't stream here to like have a platform to talk about, oh, social media bad, blah 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 blah. Right? This is shite content, and I mean sincerely shite content. Like, I'd rather be talking about how great the charity stream was. It's a pessimistic, crappy topic, and I don't think I want to talk about this anymore. So instead, I'm gonna totally switch out the mood and talk about what matters, which is the charity stream, all the fun surrounding it, how much we accomplished, and more so, the fact is we have even more exciting things to look forward to, you know. But the music is happy now. It's switched around, you know. But Vine Realm stream when? Okay, well, the problem is, how do I erase all the stuff from Vine Realms? Because I have everything. We didn't get Phoebe this year, though. Well, yeah, that's because I haven't shown her off yet. Anyway, it's on the main menu. Okay, well, tell you what. I'm going to do a BRB. I'll be back with Vine Realms. And we get to see a little bit of stuff. So, yeah, I'll be right back here. Varg Skelter is filmed in front of a live audience. Oops, I realized that the stream before the charity stream, I didn't even get to update the BRB, and now that it's over, now it's updated. Fuck. Sorry, I'm going on YouTube that I haven't been on in forever. Just to make sure, the most recent version is 099, is it? Or has it been updated? 10? Okay, shit. So, unrelated, but we recently installed anti-ad block technology on FekalFunny.com, which means that no longer can you block the annoying bullshit shit ads they have on Twitch. So instead, you'll be subjected to commercials constantly. So I'm sorry.
What do you love?
I love my nose, I love my toes, I love to pose, but most of all, I love my mug, root beer. I love my grin, I love my chin, but most of all, I love my mug, root beer.
Finally, a rich, creamy taste sensation with character. Mug old-fashioned root beer.
I love my mug, root beer.
I love it. Aha!
That gave me $1, enough to get by. I find it insane that you guys, well, not you guys in particular, but you know, like you perpetrate this, but this based on what thing has never existed. It's like people wanted some out of touch boomer to react like that, but it never happened. So they invented this false reality where it did. Like people put like Jerma in that situation, but it never ever said based on what. Like, and people do that thing where he's like looking like what? What does he mean? But Jerma is fully aware what based means, and he uses based correctly. So, like, where the fuck? Where was this like false reality invented? Where based on what? Like, that never happened. That never fucking happened. It's like people wanted it so bad that they said no, it did happen. Like they took their thumbs thump, in their ears and just, you know, blinders in front of their eyes. They're like, no, this people. It's like people wanted it so bad that they rejected reality. You know. It's a Mandela effect. No, it isn't, because I know it's fake. No, you're wrong. This is why you're wrong, right? So shut up already. I am right.